Hi, my name is Sam Ordonez. I play the drums with my band Water Bear, which mostly plays in small venues like living rooms and late night spots, with the occasional basement. Small venues demand small drums, and so I made this 13-inch snare. This drum features a solid figured maple shell, narrow bearing edges, and rubber collars to control the ringing from the Caston lugs. In this video, I will show you how I built it, then give a quick demonstration at the end. Let's get started.
The process begins with cutting a maple board into segments to make staves from. The segments are angled on the table saw and glued together. Next, we begin work on the jig. I'm using a simple plywood and 80-20 design that will secure the stave and allow me to rotate it under a router to round the sides. This jig is used to cut MDF blanks that will sandwich the stave in the final assembly. The jig is assembled and we're ready to use the router. To round the sides, I use a router track I built that mounts atop the jig. The router removes material as the stave is rotated underneath and moved along the track to print the whole shell. To form the molds, 3D printed positives are coated in talc, used as a mold release. Next, green sand, a wetted mixture of 85% silica sand and 15% bentonite clay, is packed into the mold. The mold is flipped over and the positives are released. They are designed with a slight draft to aid in this process. You can see them wiggle loose when tapped. Now we melt the zinc. You can use an electric stovetop burner for this. And don't forget your PPE. The molten zinc is poured directly into the mold. Be very careful to watch the slag on top. If a large piece of slag pours out, it could cause the zinc below to splash. The lugs are allowed to cool before they're safely recovered. The casting was originally supposed to be done in a 2-part mold. However, due to difficulties with small geometry, the lugs were redesigned to be hollowed by machine. Next, the lug collars are cut using gasket rubber and an X-Acto knife. Finally, I drill the holes for mounting the hardware. The same is done for the shell, and we're ready to assemble. The rims were supposed to be wood as well, but rounding hoops is much more difficult than rounding cylinders. Drum manufacturers often use steam bent wood for hoops.